Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another episode of CABTV with your hosts Amira Badawi
and Abbas Shams. Thank you for joining us today. It's time to take a look what was coming up today.
Throughout the holy month of Ramadan, we've been looking at the importance of the Holy Quran in our religion. And one of the things that we are recommended when reciting the Holy Quran is to recite it with a beautiful voice. In a narration, the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, says, "Give beauty to the Quran with your voices." It is also widely reported that our fourth Imam Zain al-Abidin, peace be upon him, used to recite the Quran so beautifully that the people would stop and listen to him as they passed his house in Medina.
On the subject of the Holy Quran, let's listen to it now.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم القارعة ما القارعة وما أدراك ما القارعة يوم يكون الناس كالفراش المبثوث وتكون الجبال كالعهن المنفوش فأما من ثقلت موازينه فهو في عيشة راضية وأما من خفت موازينه فأمه هاوية وما أدراك ما هي نار حامية صدق الله العلي العظيم.
شهر الخير والغفران رمضان شهر الخير والغفران رمضان شهر الخير والغفران شهر الله جاني جانا وبركاته غطانا شهر الله جاني جانا وبركاته غطانا رمضان شهر الخير والغفران يا رمضان يا رمضان.
Assalamu alaikum, girls and boys. I hope you're all doing great and everything is good with your schoolworks and your home. It's very important that you are all behaving really well because it's very important to remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always watching over us. Today I am going to be talking to you about the subject of loyalty and friendship. Loyalty and friendship is important to all of us. We all want to have friends and we all want our friends to be loyal. So today we are talking about the importance of loyalty and friendship. But before that, I want to know what all of you think about loyalty and friendship.
Friends can keep a secret. You know you can trust them. They're always there for us.
Liking is the same thing as them.
Friendship and loyalty is a wonderful thing to have. Having good friendship means that the people that you play with are nice people and you play with them a lot. However, having a loyal friend means that they can trust you and you can trust them back. Okay, my friends, I just want to know what friendship and loyalty means to you.
Loyalty is standing by God, your friends and family, no matter what. Be loyal means keep your friends forever.
A friend that defends you when you aren't there.
Someone who sees things the way you do.
Someone who treats you kindly.
That is absolutely great. Those are all great meanings. I can see that you all value friendship and loyalty very much. Friendship is an unbreakable bond, meaning that you and your friends care about each other a lot. Loyalty is what makes a friendship last longer. It means to always be truthful with your friend and helping them out when they are all in need of help. If you want to have a good friendship with your friends, you have to always be kind to each other and never mean to each other. Treat others how you want to be treated. No one wants to be treated badly, so always treat them nicely and the way you like to be treated. Now that you're all having a bit of knowledge about friendship and loyalty, can you tell me what other things can a loyal friend do?
Friends are like flowers. Someone who supports you. My friends makes me laugh. They listen to us. They tell us when we are wrong.
That is fantastic. Those are all what a loyal friend does. I am glad that you all understood the meanings very well. Now, why don't we have a look at a moral story about loyalty and friendship? What do you guys think?
Once two friends were walking through the forest. They knew that anything dangerous can happen to them at any time in the forest. So they promised each other that they would remain united in any case of danger. Suddenly, they saw a large bear approaching them. One of the friends at once climbed a nearby tree, but the other one did not know how to climb. So being led by his common sense, he lay down on the ground, breathless, pretending to be a dead man. The bear came near the man lying on the ground. It smelt in his ears and slowly left the place, because the bears do not touch the dead creatures. Now the friend on the tree came down and asked his friend on the ground, "Friend, what did the bear tell you into your ears?" The other friend replied, "The bear advised me not to believe a false friend."
Wow, what a great story. A fantastic example of loyalty and friendship. I hope everyone has learned a lot about loyalty and friendship and will try to be a good friend. I wish you all the best of luck in your loyal friendship, and remember, always treat people with respect and honor. Thank you very much for watching us today as well. Goodbye!
Battle of Khandaq. This is the Battle of the Trench between the Muslims from Medina and the non-Muslims and the Jews in Mecca. The Prophet's companion, Salman al-Farsi, advised the Prophet, peace be upon him, to dig a trench around the city. The Muslims were victorious in the war, and the Prophet was able to negotiate peacefully.
We often think that people from 1,000 years ago were living in the Dark Ages. But in Muslim civilization from the 7th century onward, there were amazing advances and inventions that still influence our everyday lives. The calendar of Cordoba 961 AD was written by Ibn Basal and was like a farmer's almanac. It told them when to plant, water, and harvest. The calendar also told farmers that in March, roses would bloom and quails would appear. It was also the time to plant cucumbers and eggplants.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another episode of Storytime. Today we're going to talk about pure water. A desert traveler once found a spring of water whose freshness and purity was matchless. He decided to take some as a gift for his king. Barely satisfying his own thirst, he filled the bottle with the pure water and carried it beneath the desert sun for days until he reached the palace. When he finally offered it to the king, the water had become stale and had lost its freshness. But the king would not let his faithful subject even imagine that it was not fit to be drunk. He tasted it with an expression of gratitude and sent him away with loyal heart filled with gladness. When those around the king tasted the water, they expressed their surprise that the king had even pretended to enjoy it. It was so disgusting. The king said, "It was not the water I tasted, but the love that prompted the offering from the traveler." Now, many times, our actions may have unintentional mistakes. There's nothing we can do. But Allah first looks at the niyyah. So remember, think good, do good, be good. Thank you for joining us. See you again for another amazing story.
It's time to look at another summary from
نهج البلاغة.
My dearest child, have I ever told you about the time when there was a man who lived long before we did? The first man to accept the faith of the Prophet, Ali, son of Talib. He was a wise man who entrusted us with his words. We mustn't ever forget about these words. Now, my child, read this sermon out loud for me, will you, dear?
Of course, Grandma. The stars. Behold, the example of the household of Muhammad is like the stars of the heaven. When one star sets, another one rises.
Oh, that was lovely. That was lovely to hear, my little one. Now let's close this book and keep it in a safe place before we go to sleep.
Where shall I put it?
Put it on that shelf, dear.
The one over here?
Yes, right over there, next to the red book.
Here?
Aha, that's the one.
Lady Fatima al-Zahra alayhi salam said, Allah has made patience a way for us to receive rewards.
Assalamu alaikum, I'm the Hijab Fairy, and today I'm going to introduce another beautiful young girl and her experiences with hijab. Are you ready to watch with me? Let's go!
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Eliza Fatima Shah and I am 9 years old. I started to wear hijab when I was 8 years old, which was at the start of the summer holidays. I wore hijab because I was baligh and I wanted to become closer to Allah. My hijab is a part of me. My hijab means that I have to cover up in front of men and not show men my body beauty and inner glow. When I wear hijab, I feel safe and secure. My hijab makes me feel safe. It is like Allah's angels are protecting me. I would encourage other girls to wear hijab. It's maybe scary to begin with, but once you wear it for a few days, you won't even realize you're wearing hijab. The advice I would give to someone who would want to wear hijab is to always keep faith in Allah and you'll be fine.
I hope you enjoyed watching her video. I'll see you again soon for another hijab story. Lots of love and du'as.
Throughout the holy nights of this month, and after we have broken our fasts, we begin with reciting verses from the opening supplication known as Du'a al-Iftitah.
These words are beautifully written and spoken by the 12th Imam, peace be upon him.
We've tried to make the understanding of these verses easier in our next show, so here's Du'a al-Iftitah.
Assalamu alaikum. How wonderful the world is. Mountains, rivers, forests, farmland, lakes and grassland, that all evidence Allah's bounty and grace. How blessed we are to be able to communicate with the magnificent Creator who brought everything into existence and has made it possible for us to survive and benefit from all of His bright and beautiful signs. He facilitated means whereby all of us may draw benefit from the light of guidance that He sent down with the Holy Messenger and his progeny, whom He appointed exemplars and role models for humankind. May Allah Almighty enable us to be included under the supervision of the owner of the time, Imam al-Mahdi, who is always with us, illuminating our way, even though we're not able to see him. Imam al-Mahdi shares his words in the inspiring Dua al-Iftitah that all believers read during the holy month of Ramadan. Let us listen to a part of this dua and find out what it means.
الحمد لله الذي يخلق ولم يخلق هو يرزق ولا يرزق ويطعم ولا يطعم ويميت الأحياء ويحيي الموتى وهو حي لا يموت بيده الخير وهو على كل شيء قدير.
In this part of the dua, the words we hear say, "All praise be to Allah, who creates but has not been created, who provides for us, but is not himself in need, who feeds us, but does not himself need food, who causes the living to die, who revives the dead. He is the ever-living, the source of all goodness, who has authority over all things. These beautiful words move my heart as a humble servant of Allah and as an avid follower of Ahl Bayt. Praise be to Allah, under whose protection we all are, today and every day of our lives.
It's time to do our daily dua in Up in the Clouds. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma ارزقني فيه طاعة الخاشعين واشرح فيه صدري بإنابة المخبتين بأمانيك يا أمان الخائفين وصل اللهم على محمد وآله الطاهرين. Thank you for watching. CABTV is back at the same time tomorrow, and until then, take care. Bye.
أنا أحبك يا شهر الخير لأنك أحلى أيامي. أحب أزور أحبابي وأخوالي وعمامي. أنا أحبك يا شهر الخير لأنك أحلى أيامي. أنا أحبك يا شهر الخير.